Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. We hear you very loud and clear, from local initiatives to global, and that governments need to start with us, not after us, in co-designing policies. Thank you very much, Abdullah. For all our panelists, what are the core principles that define meaningful youth participation in policymaking? What perspective should inform per se? And I think I would like to start by Abdullah from Bangladesh. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Abdullah. I'm a co-founder of Potchala. So it's truly an honor to be here. When you talk about youth participation in policymaking, it is important to understand that being present is not the same as being here. Young people should be here, not just present. Young people are at the forefront of innovation and leading change, yet the representation of youth in policymaking is not enough. Meaningful participation in policymaking, for me, is rooted in 3 core principles based on my experience. One is make co-creation a culture. Programs and policies are more effective when they are shaped by the people they aim to serve. At Potchala, we have witnessed the power of co-creation, especially in spaces where youth are dealing with vulnerabilities. Instead of arriving with preset agendas, ask them questions to know about their needs. Let their answer guide the development of the process of policy. That's what the real co-creation look like, and we need to embed that mindset at every level, from local initiatives to global frameworks. And the second principle is start with us, not after us. Too often, young people are brought in the end, after decisions are already decided. But genuine participation means involving young people from the very beginning. When projects or policies are designed, they must begin with youth voices at the table. Collaboration across generations should be a standard, not an exception. And the third principle is follow-up and transparency. When youth invest their time, their ideas, they deserve to know what happens next. Were their contribution reflected in the outcomes? If not, then why? This kind of accountability builds trust. Without it, youth feel disillusioned and sidelined. And unfortunately, that's a common experience in many places.
Back to the panelists. I want to ask you all a question. Which principles are key, in your opinion, to move beyond tokenistic engagement to ensure youth voices have real influence? So, Abdullah, we'll start with you.
Well, so I want to highlight 3 core critical principles. First of all, inclusion of all young people. We need to make sure young people from all backgrounds are involved, not just those in cities or with high education. For example, as a youth-led organization, Potchala works with youth from coastal villages and grassroots areas, many of them facing different challenges like skill gaps, identity struggles, or unsafe work. We all know that the world is not fair for everyone. If we think life is a 200-meter race, some people are starting far behind the starting line, while others are ahead, simply because of the privilege they were born with. As a society, we fail when we don't make sure everyone gets a fair chance to participate, especially those who are starting far behind. And tokenizing young people from vulnerable communities, such as differently able young people from different gender identity, or young people from minority groups, only blocks true inclusion. That's why we must ensure that all young people, no matter their gender identity, HIV status, or physical abilities, are included and given the opportunity to be a part of the process. And the second one is build real systems to support youth leadership. Inviting a young person to speak at the panel is not enough. Empowerment means establishing consistent structure, youth-led council, decision-making platforms, and funding mechanisms that ensure continuity and impact. Across the world, young people are already leading change, but they need sustained support to continue and scale that work. And the last one, stick to leave no one behind. If we truly committed to the principle of leaving no one behind, then youth must be at the center of all strategies, not as beneficiaries, but as partners. When youth from all walks of life are included in shaping their own future, we build systems that are more just, responsive, and sustainable. Investing in inclusive youth leadership isn't charity, it's a necessary step towards a future where equity is the norm, not the exception. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.